already 7 p.m. So thank you for being here tonight. It's nice to be back here within these walls. It's been a while that I've been here. I guess that was around 2 to 3 years ago, if I remember it right. So anyway, thank you for allowing me to hold space in your office. So new location or just change of location for tonight's evening flow. So having said that, since this is your flow, so make sure to make it your own. Okay, so you don't have to necessarily bring it up a notch higher if you're not there yet. You can always make this practice restorative, therapeutic, or if you want to sweat it out this evening because you want to have a good physical practice tonight, then be my guest. Okay, so with that, let's sit on our legs here. I'm pressing my hips on my heels. Okay, my shin bones are pressed against the mat. Try to sit tall. If this is too much for your ankles though, you can always come onto your toes, sit a bit higher, okay? So just find your own space there first. It doesn't necessarily happen right away. So if you have to make some adjustments here and there, go ahead. Then you can easily place your hands on top of your thighs, palms down, maybe soften the elbows. And at this point, maybe you can also close your eyes. Just find your inner connection. Let's try to look inward at this point. That's why we try to close our eyes, so that we don't get too distracted by the things that we see around us. So we get to focus on our breath, hopefully. If you haven't been aware of your breath at this point, begin to inhale through the nose and maybe exhale through the mouth first. Releasing everything out. One more time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, release. On your own, continue to breathe however you like. So we don't have to necessarily be strict this evening. So whatever works for you, as long as you just breathe as lengthily and as spaciously as you can in the next 60 minutes or so. So as you inhale, feel the expansion happening. Then as you exhale, feel the body softening. Inhale for grace. Exhale to relax. So continue to do that on your own, finding your own pace, finding your own rhythm. Last one. Bring your hands to your heart center, bow down. Namaste. Chin up, open your eyes. Okay, let's begin. Release your hands out to the side. Inhale. Arms up. As you exhale, hands to your heart space. Release your hands down to the sides. Once again. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold it here. And as you exhale, release your right hand down to the side. Inhale one more time. Lengthen. Then as you exhale, side stretch. So I'm doing the mirror image here. Your right is my left and vice versa. Inhale. Come back to the center. Switching sides. Left hand lowers down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, side stretch. Come back to the center. Let's go deeper. Exhale. Then inhale. C-shape that spine. If you want to walk your right hand farther out to the side, go deeper into that C stretch or C shape, go ahead. Open the chest just a little bit more. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling or not. Your choice. Slowly walk your way back up. Exhale. In. Exhale, maybe walk. Only if you want to. Maybe look up, maybe not. Go back to the center. Twisting. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind. Breathing in and then breathing out. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, arms down. One more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Maybe the right hand or the right arm wraps around the body, reaching for the left hip. Or not. Inhale. Exhale. Arms left. Hands down. Let's all face the right side of your mat. Okay. Tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck your toes under, please. So as you breathe in, belly drops, chest pushes forward, gaze up to the ceiling or your nose. So make sure to lengthen your neck. Okay? Relax the shoulders there. Exhale, chin to chest. Suck the navel in around the spine. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. So on your own, continue breathing in and breathing out. So here we are articulating our spine. We're trying to make sure that the spine becomes warm enough as we go through the postures this evening. So you don't want to rush through things without getting too warmed up here. Come back to neutral. Just walk your hands a bit more forward than your shoulders. Push your hips back, all the way to the back. And as you breathe in, shift your weight forward, lower the hips down. Okay? Just like your up dog. A modified version of your up dog. Push back once again. Lean forward and lower your hips down. Just go through the motion of moving forward and back without necessarily getting too attached. Hello. So just go ahead, set up your mat. So we're just warming up. We have one participant who's joining tonight's practice. Hello, what's your name? Agnes. Hi, Agnes. You're a regular, right? Then push your hips back, release your toes, push back down to your child's pose. Okay, so in child's pose, we try to go wider if you can. So bring your knees out wide, allow your toes to touch if you can. And just, walk your hands forward as far as you can. But if this is too much for your shoulders, for your arms, you can always bring the elbows down first, okay? So this is your balasana. Feel free to come down to your balasana every time you need to do so. So this is a restorative posture. You can never go wrong with the balasana. Okay? So always inject that in between your flows. And if you need to stay longer here in your balasana, go ahead. Okay? So if you want to stretch as well your arms at this point, your shoulders, maybe you can walk your hands a bit more forward. So here, it becomes an active posture because you're lifting your elbows now. You're not resting. Then once you're ready to come up to your first downward facing dog, just look forward, lift the hips a bit, tuck the toes under, begin to lift your knees off the mat, push your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog, okay? So since this is your first downward dog for tonight's practice, be gentle with it though, okay? So you can just bend your knees first, okay? No need to bring your heels down right away, especially if you're not yet there. Maybe walk the dog there. So stretching one leg, then bending the other. And make sure that you're breathing, okay? We have the tendency sometimes to hold our breath every time we are faced with something that is physically challenging. And that is normal. And once you're ready, stay put. If you can bring the heels down, bring the heels down, okay? But it's not required. Now as you breathe in, shift your weight forward to your plank. Just hold your plank, shoulders above your wrists. So there's protraction in the shoulder blades here. Strong legs, strong hips, strong core. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So we repeat, inhale. So we're building up the core. We're warming up the joints of the wrists. Exhale, push back. 2 more times on your own. Just finding your own strength there. Finding your own rhythm. You don't even have to follow my counting. If you want more, do more. If you want to do less, do less. Okay? Now from here, just lower the knees down first. Sit back on your heels. Good. Interlace the fingers. Just gently rotate the wrists. Remember, whenever we do postures in yoga, it requires a lot of strength in the upper body. So whenever we use the upper body, we need to use our wrists, our palms, our fingers. So you have to make sure that they're pretty much warmed up. And try to bring your elbows to touch. Open your elbows out to the sides. Good. So notice what happens in your shoulders. Okay. In your shoulder blades. So whenever you splay your elbows out to the side, notice what happens to your back. You get to squeeze your upper back, right? One more. Okay, release. Just walk your hands forward once again. Okay, downward facing dog. Now from your downward facing dog, just bend the knees. Step your right foot outside the mat. So since I'm doing the mirror image here, so I'm using my left leg actually. So that is okay. So both hands are under your shoulders. Okay, inhale. Rather, inhale, lower the hips down. Then as you exhale, lift the hips up. Okay, then try to bring your chin towards your chest. It's like you're doing your cat and cow. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. In. X. In. X. One more in. Exhale. Now come back to your neutral here. So hips are neither low nor high. Then press your left hand down. Right arm reaches forward. Good. Stay strong with the back leg, please. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left knee down. Good. Then twist. Okay. Facing the back wall here. And then bring your right arm forward once again. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Reach your right arm to the back. Feel free to just stay here. Otherwise, you can always lift your left foot off the mat. Maybe grab the foot. Maybe not. Very good, Agnes. Keep opening that chest. Now once you do that, notice what happens to the foot. You can splay your foot out to the sides. Yes, going deeper into the stretch. Now slowly release the left foot down if you're holding on to that foot. Let's stretch the front leg. Go ahead. A wide-legged version of your Hanumanasana. Half Hanumanasana, that is. Re-lunge. Good. Push the hips back. Very good. One more. Now feel free to stay here with the foot. Press down, the toes pointing forward. Otherwise, let's go for a deeper stretch. Slide the right heel forward. Nice. Flex the foot. Notice what happens to your hamstrings there. You can walk your hands a bit more forward if you want to go for a deeper stretch. Otherwise, take it easy. Walk your hands back. Just lift that chest, please. Breathe in. And then breathe out. One more. Good. So walk your hands forward if they're here. Re-lunge that right knee, please. Pick up the back knee. Good. Pivot the left heel. Then try to pivot the foot, the toes, so the right foot pointing towards the front screen. Yes. And then just lower the hips down if you can. If you're not yet there, it's okay to just, push the hips to the back. Stay a bit higher. You're still feeling the stretch anyway. Okay? But if you can, make the necessary adjustments. Nice. Maybe reach your arms forward, please. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting the hips up, maybe without using the hands anymore. Come back to your mat. Okay. Step back to your downward facing dog. Go the other way, Agnes, so that you can still face me. So it's okay. Downward facing dog, guys. Now shift your weight forward to your plank. And then just slowly lower the hips down. Like again, an up dog, but your knees and your hips are lifted. Open the chest just a bit more. Nice. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Bend your knees once again. Look to the front. Other side. Left foot steps outside. Bring your foot close to your left hand. Good. So if you have to make some adjustments, each side feels different. Okay, now from here, inhale, lower the hips down. Exhale, lift the hips up. Round the spine. So repeat. In. X. In. X. In. X. One more. In. X. Come back to neutral. Okay, right hand presses firmly down. Left arm reaches forward. Nice. Remember to power up the back leg, please. Okay? Breathe. One more. Now right knee lowers down. Okay, from here, reach your left arm to the back. Good. Left arm reaches forward once again. So your flow. Nice. One more. Maybe hold it here. Maybe pick up the back foot. Maybe not. Maybe grab the toes. The ankles will do. So maybe splay your knee out to the side in such a way that you're pressing onto your outer blade. Okay? Notice what happens to your left shoulder. Pull it back, please. And then slowly release everything down. Left hand lowers down. Let's stretch the front leg. Nice. We lunge. We stretch. We lunge. So we stretch. Hold it here. Or maybe play with it as well. Slide onto your left heel. Okay. Flex the foot. Maybe walk the hands forward if you want to go for a deeper stretch. Slowly, we come out of the posture. So remember what we did earlier on one side. So I'm going to face the back wall here. So that is okay. Pick up the back knee. Lower or pivot the right heel down. Pivot the toes as well of the left foot. Then maybe you can bring the hips down. If you're here, you're more than okay to stay here. So wherever you are, just make sure that you are able to feel the stretch. You feel that you're getting stronger there. And maybe cross your balance, both arms reach forward. So notice that you're not supposed to collapse here. And maybe without using your hands, just lift the hips, press the hands back down, and just find your way back to your downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, shift your way forward to your plank. Lower the hips down. Nice. Open the chest just a little bit more. Nice. Push your hips up and back, down dog. 2 more times. Breathing in. Building the core strength here. Exhale. Down dog. 1 more. Exhale. Good job. Bend your knees, look to the front of your mat, and just slowly walk your feet forward. Walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, you can bring your hands to your shins. And then exhale, fold forward. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees here, slowly come up. Come up to the Dasana. Bring your palms to touch. Hands to your heart space. Hands down to the sides. Okay, you can be like me. I bring my feet under my knees. If you want a much more difficult approach to your sand salutations, you can always bring your feet a bit closer. Toes are touching but heels slightly apart. Okay? Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway. So your hands and fingers can remain where they are, or maybe a bit higher, your choice. Exhale. Step your feet back to your plank. Lower the knees down first, bend your elbows close to your rib cage, lower all the way down to the floor. Release your toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. Come up to your cobra maybe. Push back. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. And then breathing out. 1 more. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Bend your knees once again. Look to the front. You can walk or step your feet forward. Exhale, and then fold. Inhale to rise. Hands to your heart space. Hands down to the side. Okay? Once again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step back to your plank. You can always bring your knees down. Otherwise, go down to your low push-up. Inhale to your cobra, or maybe upward facing dog. Very good. Push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We all meet here in your down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees. Your choice. Just come to the top of the mat. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Hands to your heart. One more time, okay? Breathing in. Let's get familiar with the Zen salutations here. One breath, one movement. Very good. Step back to your plank. Roll it down, your choice. Breathing in, open up. Breathing out, push back. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees. Your choice. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Hands to your heart space. Very good. Hands down to the side. So starting with your left, that's the closest to the screen. Okay. Step your left foot all the way to the back. Okay, so you can face here. Very good. Okay. So let's start first with the left. Pivot your left foot out to the side. Nice. And then bend your left knee. Your knee tracks over your ankle. Okay. Power up the back leg, please. Okay. If your hips are pretty much open at this point, you can go wider. Okay. Make sure the upper body stays in the middle. Don't let the left knee cave in. Push it back. Okay. Now, whenever you're ready, bring your arms out to the sides. Warrior 2. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more in. Lean forward. Lower the left elbow, the forearm on top of the left knee. Right arm stretches over the head. Gaze towards the direction of your fingers. If you want more, you can always bring your left hand inside. Okay, or maybe outside the traditional manner of executing the posture. I prefer it this way. So without changing the legs here, just slowly come up to your warrior 2. Stay strong with the legs. Lean back. Lower your right hand down. Left arm up and over. Come back to your side angle posture, Parshvakonasana. Your option to go deep or not. So if you're here, open the chest. So really find that diagonal line from your fingers all the way down to your foot. Come up to your warrior 2, almost there. Good. C-shape that spine. Maybe wrap your right arm around the waist. You're almost there. Come up or come back to your warrior 2. Hands to your waist. Stretch your left leg. Pivot the foot. So bring your toes inside. Inhale. As you exhale, lean forward. Maybe release your hands down to your mat. Hands in between the arches of the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. So imagine yourselves leaning forward here. So you have to bring your weight onto the balls of the feet. But your feet are really pressed down to your mat, but you don't lose the balance enough to hold on to that posture. So you're not falling forward. The more you lean forward, the more you feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. Inhale, chest lifts. Okay, walk your hands forward once again. Let's just release the hamstrings first. Bend your knees. Okay, good. Stretch the legs once again. Bend them. Stretch. Bend. Stretch. Bend. And then stretch. Okay, now soften the knees. Pivot the foot out to the side once again. Walk your hands towards the direction so you're facing now the left side of your mat. Okay, step your right foot to meet with your left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Hands in our space. Hands down to the side. Okay, let's do side stretches. Inhale. And release your right hand down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Other side. Exhale. And back up. Release. Now the right foot. Okay. Step it back. So facing. Good. Now the right foot. Okay, so if you did the left foot earlier and you're getting mixed up, just make sure to even it out. Okay, so here I'm trying to put, I pivot my right foot because I started with my left earlier. Okay, now once you're here, bend the right knee. So notice that you can actually adjust the distance between your feet. So adjust in such a way that you can hold on to the posture, okay? Since we're going to stay a bit longer here. Now once you're ready, very good. Strong arms reaching out to the sides. Warrior 2. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Stay strong. In. Exhale. Now we move. Lean forward. Side angle posture. Remember your option. You can bring your hand down, inside or outside. The left arm stretches up and over. So make sure the back foot is stable there. Breathe. Without changing anything below, just come up. Warrior 2. Lean back. Left hand lowers down. Right arm reaches up and over. C-shape that spine. Only the upper body moves. Warrior 2. Side angle. Parshvakonasana. Good. Stay strong. We're all in this together. Come up. Lean back. How many times did I did earlier? 2 or 3 times? 3. Okay, very good. I have an auditor. Last one. Maybe your deepest. Maybe your best expression. Maybe take it easier here. Okay, it's that. Okay? Come up. C-shape. Maybe left arm wraps around. Almost there. Breathe. Come up. Hands to your waist. And stretch your right leg. Pivot the foot. Once again. Inhale. Exhale. Changes here. Maybe grab your big toes instead. With your peace fingers. One more time. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, soften the elbows out to the side. The crown of the head reaches down. Try not to close your eyes. Just look at the space between your legs. Breathe. Relax the shoulders there. Inhale, chest lifts. So release the bind there. Hands down. Let's release first the legs. Bend the knees. Stretch. Just on your own. So remember, we don't want to over contract the muscles, we don't want to overstretch the nerves. Now bend your knees. We're going to face the right side. So walk your way back to the front of your mat. In this case, facing the right side. Good. The back foot steps in. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Come up. Hands to the heart. Hands to the side. Breathing in. Arms reach forward. Side stretch. Left hand lowers down. Inhale. Exhale. In. Other side. Lengthen. Side stretch. Back up. Immediately fold over your legs. Halfway. Exhale, step back to your plank. Let's go to your vinyasa. Okay, lower down, chaturanga, push up, inhale, up dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathing in, and then breathing out. One more time, inhale, exhale. Bend your knees, look to the front. Just slide your right leg forward here. Good. Left leg follows. Sit back down. Stretch your legs forward, please. Lie on your back. Let's go for your core. It's going here. Okay, make sure the back is flat. Bring your knees above the hips. Feet together. Okay, curl up. Arms reach forward, please. Okay. Right leg reaches forward. Right knee bends. Left leg reaches forward. Left knee bends. Okay, so just repeat. Bend. Stretch. Bend. Stretch. Bend. Stretch. Bend. Power up the core, please. Stretch. Bend. Stretch. Bend. Go for it. Lengthen. Bend. Make sure that you're curling up here. You're squeezing the abs tight. The back is flat. Okay? And you're breathing. Last one, hold it here. Okay? Then stretch both legs forward. Bend the knees. Stretch. Almost there. Bend. Stretch. Bend. Last one. Bend. And then release. Okay. So make sure that the knees are wide. Heels close to your sit bones there. Arms by your side. We're going to thrust the hips up. So press the feet down firmly. Lift the hips up to the sky. Just to counter your core workout there. Lower the hips back down. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more. In. Feel free to stay, or maybe you can walk your right hand, or rather both hands under. Maybe you can interlace the fingers. So in so doing, you're squeezing the shoulder blades back. Keep pressing the heels down, the feet down. Press the hips up. So make sure that you have a space between your chin and your chest. So you can move or breathe freely there. Slowly release the mind. Lower the hips down. Now changes here. As you thrust the hips up once again. Okay, right arm is down. Your left arm, okay, reaches over to the side as if you're reaching something over your head. Come back to the center. Your hips stay up, okay? Reach over something to the other side. Repeat. Make sure that you're breathing. You're able to reach something there. You're almost there. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Reach, reach, and reach. And release that reaching motion. Lower the hips down. Just let your knees fall towards each other. Arms reach out to the sides. Palms stay open. Inhale through the nose. Maybe exhale through the mouth. Release any tension there. Inhale. Exhale. One more. In. Exhale. Good. Okay? Now bring your right knee to your chest. Hug your right knee in. Bring your hands behind. And then just stretch your right leg out to the side. Or rather, all the way to the top. Towards the ceiling inside. Try to point the toes. Then you can support the right leg here. Bring your right hand inside. And just slowly stretch your right leg out to the side. So notice, sometimes you want to bring the right leg down, but in so doing, we lift the left hip up, okay? So we're not supposed to do that. Make sure to bring the hips down. Your hips are even if that would mean the right leg stays up here, okay? The goal is to not bring the right leg down. The goal is just to feel the stretch, especially in the inner seam of your right leg. If you want more, maybe you don't have to support your right leg anymore. But that would require you really focusing on the stretch, making sure the core is able to sustain or hold on to that lifted leg. And once you're ready to come up, slowly come up, cross it over, left leg, inhale. Then as you exhale, twist all the way to the left side. So notice if you're lifting as well the right shoulder, maybe adjust both shoulders as much as possible should be done. So you can feel the twist. There's a supine twist there. Slowly go back to the center and cross the right leg, right foot lowers down. Other side, left knee, close to your chest. Left leg reaches up, on the toes. So remember, you can support the left leg. Otherwise, just bring the left leg out to the side, okay? So there's no harm in your supported leg there, as long as you get to feel the stretch. Slowly, knee up, cross the left leg over, breathing in, and as you breathe out, lower both knees to the right side. release. And hook. Lower the left leg. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe massage the back. And shift your weight forward and back. Okay, like a pendulum there. Come up to a seated posture. Good. Then stretch your legs forward. Okay. Legs are together. Feet are flexed. Inhale. Then as you exhale, fold over your legs. So if this is too much, you can always soften the knees instead. Grab any part of the feet. You can also grab onto your big toes like what you did earlier when you were standing. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold. Let your heart reach forward, okay? Chest lifts. Exhale. Release. Okay, let's just do Baddha-Konasana here. Bend both knees. Okay, then bring the soles of the feet together. So you can always make this a bit easier on your part by bringing the heels away from your groin. But if you're like Agnes, she can actually bring her heels closer. Very good. Okay? You can also take that option instead. Once you bring your heels actually closer to your groin, that's a much deeper stretch actually. It's much harder. Inhale, chest lifts. And as you exhale, just fold over your feet. Bring your elbows inside if you can. Otherwise, you can always bring your elbows out to the sides. Okay, your choice. So notice what happens to your lower back there. So even if you're not able to bring your chest, your chin, your forehead close to your feet, that's okay. That has never been the goal anyway. So we have our own journeys. We cannot compare ourselves to anybody out there. Remember, just because somebody is able to do a handstand doesn't mean that he is a better yogi. Maybe he is a better practitioner because he practices more the asanas, but it doesn't make him, a better person than you are, just because of this particular shapes that you are doing. So always take that into consideration whenever you feel frustrated, because the frustration really gets the best of us, even to us, especially like in my case, coming off from an injury. It really is frustrating, but humbling at the same time. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. Okay, bring the knees in, hands down, scoop your hips towards your heels, and just lie down on your backs once again. Okay, bring the knees together, arms by your sides. Inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Once again, inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Knees to your chest. Once again. As wide as you can, please. Then stack your feet above your knees. Reach for the outer blades if you can. happy baby pose. And just rock your boat there, side to side. Slowly we quiet down our bodies here. We quiet down our minds, our hearts, our breath. Let everything slowly soften. Let them relax. Slowly release the mind. Just bring your feet down. If you have something in your lower back, a bit of attention there. Stay with your knees bent. Let your knees kiss each other there. Otherwise, you can always stretch now your legs forward and down to your full Shavasana expression. Okay, stay there. I'll wake you up once we're done. So notice where you are at this point. Notice where you are physically, mentally, emotionally. So wherever you are, as much as possible, try not to dwell on those things at this point. If ever you're just there to observe, to just become a witness to these things that are slowly unfolding in front of you. That is, I think, one of the gifts of the practice of yoga. It allows us to reflect on things that we don't necessarily find comfortable enough to reflect on because we're so busy living our lives, doing stuff. So whenever you step on the mat, always remember that you always have the permission to take the time off from these things. Allow yourselves to become in tune with your feelings instead of your thoughts. To use your body through movement, through breath, finding your own rhythm and flow there. And maybe, just maybe, after the class or after your practice, your own self-practice, you find yourselves in a much clearer space of mind, of heart, so that you are much more confident in dealing with your stuff later on. So in the next few minutes, I'll remain quiet. Allow yourselves to be quiet as well. Slowly come back to the spaces around you. Slowly moving your toes, your fingers. Bring life back to your respective bodies. Give your legs a stretch, your arms a stretch. And slowly as you exhale, curl up. As you hug your knees back to your chest, you wrap your arms around your knees. Then you lie down onto one side, come down to your fetal posture. Then pushing with your right hand or your left, whatever works, come up to a seated posture, facing the screen, so that we can close the practice together. Bring your hands to your heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Thank you for allowing me to hold space once again here and in your own respective spaces. Thank you for giving me the chance to serve as a witness to your unfolding practice. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I wish you peace, peace, and peace. Namaste. Thank you guys for allowing me to set up here. Hopefully I can do it again in the near future. Otherwise, see you once again, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.